By the time Martha awoke, many hours had passed. She had fallen into a deep sleep, brought by both fatigue and injury. Martha had pushed her body past its limits, and a good rest was exactly what she needed. But in a foresight littered with monsters, Martha could not afford to sleep forever. She awoke as soon as her body had healed enough for her to walk properly, and the moment her eyes opened, she intended to do exactly that. Walk it off. You shouldn't move yet. Please rest a while longer. Ada? I gently pushed Martha back down as she tried to stand. Martha was badly injured. Even if her life wasn't in immediate danger, she was no position to be walking around. And while Martha didn't seem to care, I wasn't going to let her put herself in any more danger. Why? Why did you come back for me? It's only half a day travel from here to Libertad. You could have easily made it the rest of the way by yourself. So, why would you risk your life like that? Martha seemed genuinely confused as to why I was Oh, come on! It's obvious! Martha seemed genuinely confused as to why I had helped her. From the beginning, Martha was merely a convenient companion from whom I sought protection. She was a stranger, a wandering adventurer who just happened to be in the right place at the right time. And now that we were so close to Libertad, I didn't even need Martha anymore. I could have completed my journey solo without the need to face such a ferocious beast. Or at least, those were the thoughts going through Martha's mind. It was a foregone conclusion that I would sacrifice Martha and save myself. That was just how the world worked. In Martha's mind, her death was a certainty. Nobody would come to save her. Why would they? And yet I came back. What more? When Martha asked why, I did something so reckless and stupid. I simply smiled and replied, not even a word of thanks. How absurd. I don't understand your thoughts at all. In that case, let me change my answer. I forced a frown onto my face and attempted to look serious. I hired you to take me to Libertad. Until you do, I will not allow you to leave my side. Understood? Yeah. That I can accept. Smirking to herself, Martha slowly sat up. Don't sit up too quickly. You're badly injured. You need to take it easy. Calm down. I'm tougher than I look. Give me a little food and a rest, and I'll be back to full strength in no time. I see. A little food and rest, huh? To recover from a fight like that? I smiled sadly as I lowered my head. I wish I had that kind of strength. Martha glared at me for a moment, then lowered her body. She placed her head on my lap, once more, in response to which my face was masked with surprise. Martha? You want me to escort you to Libertad, don't you? I'm going to need more rest before I can make that trip. So let me borrow your lap for a while. Oh sure. I'd be happy to. Martha looked up at me from below. One look at my face, all it took. She saw straight through me, and I knew exactly what was on my mind. You know, Ada, strength isn't all about swinging a sword and killing monsters. Even abysmal, pathetic flailing like yours may prove invaluable without your bravery and conviction. I would have been killed for sure. You saved my life, and I, in turn, saved yours. This is what happens here today, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. So be proud, Ada. You're a brave, selfless girl, and any adventurer would be lucky to travel with you. Granted a few more hours of inactivity, Martha spoke freely as she rested her head in my lap. Usually she would remain focused on the task at hand. She would use our circumstance as an excuse to stay on topic, or avoid saying more than necessary. But it's just so sweet. But in this situation, with the two of us, we're moving and in no particular hurry. Martha allowed herself to share things she would otherwise keep locked away forever. So, your companions, they all died? I'm afraid so. We were ambushed by ogres and I was the only survivor. Though I suppose it's only natural that I alone survive. After all, I fled from the battle the moment the situation grew dire, leaving my friends to be torn to pieces. I didn't even try to save them. I got scared and ran away. I prioritized my own life over theirs. Don't say that. You did what you had to in order to survive. Even if you had stayed, what difference would it have made? Nobody could blame you for escaping. That doesn't make me feel any better. Whether I could have helped them or not, the fact remains that I left them to die. Maybe I could have saved them, if I were with them. Perhaps we could have overpowered one of the ogres, or found the means of escape. But I ran away like a coward, and my friends paid the price. What a joke. If anyone deserved to die on that day, it was me. It would have been a fitting end for someone as pathetic as me. Don't say that. I don't care how guilty you feel. Wishing for death is not okay, says the person from the very start who wished for it. Why do you care? No, before that, are you really the one to be talking? After all you've gone through, surely you've wished for death one more time than one occasion. Not long ago you were begging me to kill you. That might be true, but... I carefully considered my next words. Sure, I had wished for death many times, in fact. I wished brutally death upon my captors. I wished peacefully, liberating deaths upon my fellow slaves. And of course, I wished for my own death. An end to my suffering. But Martha was not like me. She was strong, free woman who nobody could trifle with. She was nobody's slave. You may wish you had died on that day, but I do not. Without you, I would have suffered a horrific fate. Those men would still be alive, doing unspeakable things to other captors, you know? You're a good person, Martha. You being alive makes this world a better place. Perhaps it is as you say. Given the right time and place, even I can make a difference. But that does not change what I did. Try as I might, my actions cannot absolve me. My friends must be cursing me from the grave. Though she spoke on a tough one, Martha's voice shook as she spoke. The thought of Martha's friends resenting her scared Martha far more than facing another ogre. She could never apologize to them for running away, nor could she make amends. If Martha didn't find a way to forgive herself, this guilt would haunt her forever. Tell me this, Martha. When I ran away, and you were fighting the ogre by yourself, would you have hated me for surviving while you fought to the death? Eh? Faced with my unexpected question, the veiled sorrow on Martha's face was placed with surprise. No, of course not. Why would I hate you for that? I was fighting precisely so that you could escape. I could not hold such a thing against you. Really? Then do you believe your friends to be more petty and unreasonable than you are? Not at all. I told you they were good people. We may not have always seen eye to eye, but I could trust those people with my life, and they were honest, upright adventurers, well above my level. I see. But if that's the case, then why do you think they would curse you? Huh? Just as she began to get heated up, Martha stopped dead in her tracks. She couldn't yet see the point I was trying to make, but with a little more persuasion, I would make her understand. Martha, I didn't know your friends. I never met them, ate with them, laughed with them. I don't presume for a moment to know them better than you do. But if everything you told me about them is correct, then I don't think they resent you. Your friends died while protecting you. They fought a losing battle so that you could survive, even if it meant they were killed. Why are you having this depressing chat? God! So, don't sully their memories by accusing them of committing evil from beyond the grave, and never wish for your own death ever again. Continue to live on, and make your friends proud. Showered by the harsh rays of the morning sun, I rolled away from the bright light and slowly opened my eyes. I stretched out my arms as my consciousness gradually returned to me, and with it came flooding in my memories of recent events. My escape, the slavers, the goblins, the ogre... Martha? I quickly sat up and looked around. Though I fell asleep sitting upright with Martha in my lap, I had awoken on the ground alone. A deep unease began to spread through my mind as I failed to locate my travelling companion. Was she attacked? Did she hear something and go on investigate? Would she come back? Finally awake her? Yeah! I stumbled backwards in fright as a familiar voice suddenly called out to me. Martha? That's me. But what's with that reaction? Do I look that scary? No, it's nothing like that. I'm sorry, I was just... As Martha came into view, my words faded away. Her clothes were dirty and torn. Martha's shield was gone, destroyed in a flash by the ogre. Despite that, she was walking with ease. There was no visible injuries on her body, nor did Martha appear to be in any pain. Somehow in time it took me to get a good night's sleep. Martha had recovered from her fight. Martha, what happened to your body? Yesterday you were battered and bruised to the point where I thought you might not pull through. How are you already walking around like that? Are you worried about me, Ada? Fear not, I have lived through worse battles. That doesn't make me feel any better about this. Oh, lighten up. Take solace in the fact that your companion isn't so easily killed. Now eat up. We must regain our strength before completing the final leg of our journey. As she spoke, Martha placed an armful of apples on the ground in front of me. I had been too focused on Martha's presence and lack of injuries to realise that she was out gathering food, but now that I knew where she had been, I felt a great sense of relief. Martha hadn't abandoned me or been taken away. She was as fit and healthy as ever, and upon waking up, the first thing she did was search for food for the two of us. Yay! My fears had been completely unfounded. Martha was a woman I could trust with my life, and for the duration of our journey, I would continue to do just that. After eating breakfast together, Martha and I continued our journey with a renewed energy. We ploughed through the forest with little difficulty, at least compared to what we had already been through, and made good progress towards our destination. Nonetheless, Martha remained vigilant. She was still wary after our encounters with the goblin army and the ogres, and her guard would not fall until we reached our destination. Many hours passed by, and I began to feel tired. I fretted, wondering if I should request a break or simply power through the fatigue until we reached Libertad. Thankfully, before I could worry about my own weakness too deeply, that decision was made for me. Ha! I knew we were getting close. Ada, look over here. Oh, there. Martha shouted out excitedly and smiled like a carefree child. She pointed off into the distance, over the edge of a cliff, overlooking man-made structures below. We had reached our destination. Libertad. That's right. See, I told you I'd get you here. Come on, what are you waiting for? Let's go. Woohoo! Please don't leave me. We've through so much. Martha and I excitedly ran from the forest through the open gates of Libertad. Despite my fatigue, I sprinted without hesitation as the vibrant life filled city graced my eyes. All around us, there were merchants, food stalls, children running around happily, and even humans with skin colours and facial structures I had never seen before. In an instant, I could tell that Libertad was nothing like the slums from which I had spent my years trying to escape. Martha, are you seeing all of this? I must be dreaming. There are stalls with delicious food on display everywhere. Look! Are they not afraid that someone might steal from them? And look! The women are all walking around with escorts. Do they not fear that they will be taken by slavers? Calm down, Ada. No such fears exist in this city. Libertad did not earn its name by suppressing the citizen. The people here are good, honest, hard-working folk. And in the event that something does go wrong, the Adventurers Guild steps in without delay. You are in good hands here, Ada. You have no idea how relieved I am to hear that. After living in the slums for so long, this is definitely going to be an adjustment. Worry not, my friend. If you encounter trouble, you need only visit me in the Adventurers Guild. Yes. I will be sure to do that. My voice trailed off as I proceeded what Martha told me. It hadn't dawned on me until now. But with my request having been fulfilled by Martha, I was now on my own. She had kept her promise, and now it was time for us to part ways. I've known this moment would come from the beginning, but now that it's here, I don't know what to do. I don't want to separate from Martha just yet. We were just only starting to become good friends. If we part ways now, then Alright, enough sightseeing. We have a couple of stops to make. Ada, would you like to please come with me for the moment? Huh? Oh yes! Music! Having our parties delayed, if only momentarily, I'll happily follow Martha to a large grandiose building. Inspired, we found many able-bodied men and women all carrying weapons and wearing varied pieces of armour. We had reached the Adventurers Guild. Upon arriving at the guild, Martha promptly located and approached the guildmaster. She pulled out the horn of the ogre she slew and handed it over, then proceeded to speak of the goblin army in the forest. The guildmaster then compensated her for the valuable information and for slaying the dangerous beast. Wow, that's a lot of coins. You want all that just for an ogre horn? It's not just an ogre horn, nor was that fight anything to trivialise. That horn was proof that I slew the dangerous beast, which could still be slaying men even now. Were it still alive. When did you have time to take the horn anyway? I don't even remember even seeing you extract it. Ordinarily, I would have taken the horn the moment I was sure of the ogre's death, so that nobody else might take it from him. However, I was in no condition to do so after the fight, so I waited until I was well rested and extracted the horn while you were asleep. I see. So that's where you were when I woke up and I couldn't find you. You got me there, honestly. I only grabbed the apples because I saw them by chance. Besides, extracting an ogre's horn isn't easy. Their skin is difficult to cut, and the horn is short and rugged. I didn't want to do so while we were supposed to be travelling. While explaining her actions, Martha tucked away her reward. Anyway, now that we have some gold, there's one more place that we need to visit. Follow me. Martha once again led me across town. We passed through a residential area and back into another business centre, filled with the sound of loud clicking and ample chatter. In the centre of this noise, Martha walked over to the front of a store and beckoned me over. This is? The blacksmith? Are you going to purchase a new shield or sword? Martha sighed and shook her head. Do you truly think me so selfish? This is a locksmith. We're going to remove that collar of yours. My collar? I looked down and cautiously touched my collar with my hand. Oh, you're right. My apologies, I had forgotten that I was wearing anything around my neck. I've been restrained by this collar for so long that I feel like it's already part of me. Part of you, you say? Martha widened her eyes in surprise for a moment, then growled angrily. Ada, I hope you don't mind asking, but for how long were you held captive? Though I should have expected it, Martha's question caught me by surprise. My years of captivity were not a period of my life I wanted to think about. I was only finally free, and the last thing I wanted to do was recall my life as a slave. Be that as it may, I owed a lot to Martha. Furthermore, she had already opened up to me about her former companions, no matter how much pain it caused her. The least I could do was show her the same openness and honesty that she showed me. I do not mind you asking, Martha. If you are the one asking, then I will answer, even if it's something I would rather forget. However, I avert my gaze as I search the deepest recess of my mind. Truth to be told, I do not know the answer. When I was first captured, I counted each day as it passed. I told myself that I would soon be free, and that I would live a year longer for every day I suffered. However, as the season passed by and my body continued to change, I inevitably lost track. Even now I have no idea how long had passed. I do not know my own age, let alone my length of my captivity. All I know is that my hometown was invaded on a cold winter night many moons ago. Martha remained silent as I spoke. To a strong, free woman like her, who was able to slay my captors with ease, the notion of being in captivity for so long must have seemed surreal. Even so, the expression on her face told me that she understood. Not from experience, of course, but on some level she knew what I had been through. To be captive for so long, I cannot even imagine the strength it must have taken to endure such hell. Were I in your situation, I have bitten off my tongue long ago. Martha placed her hand on my shoulder. Startled, I looked up at her, somewhat surprised to see a smiling face looking down at me. But that ends today. You are a slave no longer, and in mere moments, the final relic of your past life will be gone. Speaking of those inspiring words, Martha ushered me into the locksmith shop. We walked straight up. This is so sweet again. Please stay with her. We walked straight up to the counter and approached the locksmith, who looked up from his work and stared at Martha, and I in turn. Once his gaze rested on my collar, the locksmith knew exactly what we were about to ask. 1 gold coin. Take it. Without hesitation or delay, Martha unveiled a gold coin from the pouch, which the guildmaster gave her, and tossed it to the locksmith. Alright, let's see here. The locksmith produced a set of lockpicks and moved over to the other side of the counter. He inspected my collar for a moment, then began to toy with the inside of the lock. A faint click resounded in my ears, and a moment later the collar fell into the locksmith's hand. He then walked away from me and discarded the collar, then returned to his side of the counter and waited for the next set of customers. And with that, you are finally free. So, how does it feel? Don't hold back on my account, speak your mind. Well, it's a little chilly. Other than that, I don't really feel any different. That's rather anticlimactic. Oh well, give it a day or so, you're sure to notice the difference when you sleep at night. Yes, I suppose so. Still, I can't help but feel that something is lacking. I thought about regaining my freedom for so long, but now that I finally am free, it just doesn't feel real. Freedom alone is not enough for you, it would seem. That's not it. Just calm yourself. It does not mean to get in a negative light. Rather, it's a good sign now that you have your freedom. You must begin your life anew and find something greater for which to strive. Do not apologize for seeking more out of life. It is that drive which will ensure your livelihood henceforth. And to that end, Martha grabbed my wrist with her hand, then turned my arm so that my palm faced upwards. And then placed the pouch that she received from the guild on top of my hand and wrapped my fingers around it. Martha, I couldn't possibly. Take it. I will not allow you to decline. It's not a lot, but that should be enough for a few set of clothes and a decent accommodation should you decide to stay. Yes, but what about you? Worry not, I have enough coin to last me a lifetime. You do? I jest. I am but a humble adventurer living from quest to quest. Even so, do not mind me. Do with the reward that you will. Whether you choose to stay in the city or travel to a new land, I will not recommend you. New land? You say. Nervously, I look up at Martha. Will you be leaving this town? Me? I think not. Not for a while, at least. The guildmaster offered good coin to those who will help in dealing with those goblin army. Until they have all been slaughtered, I am not going anywhere. I see. Then that goes for me too. I will stay in Libertad. That is a wise choice. Martha and I smiled at one another as we both confirmed that we would be living in close proximity for a while longer. Even if we were no longer travelling together, we had not yet seen the last of one another, nor would we need to worry for the safety of the other. Truly, I hadn't dared to dream of a better outcome. Thank you, Martha. To be saved by you so many times now, from the slavers, those goblins, the ogre, and even the collar binding me. You truly are a wonderful person. I don't think I will ever be able to repay you. Thank you, Martha. From the bottom of my heart, for everything you've done for me, truly. I thank you. It was my pleasure, Ada. You are a good person, and have enjoyed the time we spent together. But I could... don't leave me! Were I to go back in time, I would not hesitate to do it all over again. Martha and I faced one another as we enjoyed what might be the final moments of our journey together. Though we had only known one another for a short while, it felt though as we were long-time companions, begrudgingly saying our goodbyes as we each went our separate way. Say, would you be troubled if I went to visit you every now and then? I promise I won't get in your way or anything. It would just be to check in and see how you are doing. Of course, I see no problem with that. I'll be staying at the Adventurers Guild for quite some time. Feel free to visit me as often as you like. In return, might I also intrude on your life from time to time? Intrude? Though still smiling, Martha blushed faintly and averted her eyes for a moment. Absolutely! Intrude as often as you like! I wouldn't mind at all! I really wouldn't. My gaze dropped in as the reality of our separation began to take root. Before long, Martha and I would go our separate ways. Even if we occasionally visited one another, our relation wouldn't be the same as it had been during our journey together. If we weren't proactive, we might soon lose touch altogether. Martha would go out adventuring, I would find work in the city, and we'd never meet again. When that thought crossed my mind, I realised what I needed to do. Martha, one more question if I may. What kind of job would allow a person like me to earn a good amount of money? You're thinking about money already? Indeed, it is good to remain focused on your livelihood, but is the money I gave you not enough? Martha and I both looked down at the coin purse in unison. Before Martha could say another word, I thrust my hand out and returned the money to its rightful owner. Here, take this back. I do not understand. Do you not need money? You just said, I wish to hire you. Huh? Martha's confusion turned into surprise as my impulse statement caught her off guard. Please consider this a down payment. I will work hard to pay you in full. A down payment? What? For what purpose do you wish to hire me? Will you be leaving the city after all? I shook my head. I have no destination in mind, nor do I know what I will be doing from now on. All I know is that, wherever I end up, I want you to be by my side. Martha once again displayed her surprise openly. The coin purse rattled as her hand shook, and if I didn't know any better, I could have sworn I saw tears forming in the corners of her eyes. Ada, you... I dared to think as much, but could it be that you too? Huh? No, it's nothing. Keep your money. You didn't pay me. No, but even if it's not enough right now, stay with me, Ada. Huh? Before I could react, Martha suddenly threw her arms around me. She hugged me tightly, as though afraid that I might run away if she let go. I will watch over you from now on. I will protect you from harm and stay by your side for as long as you wish. Please, Ada, stay with me. Unable to comprehend what was happening, I stood frozen as Martha said everything I wanted to hear. Even if I doubted my ears, I could not deny the warmth slowly enveloping me inside and out. Martha and I shared the same wish, and all I need to do to make that happen is to say yes. I don't understand. Why are you asking to protect me? Shouldn't it be the other way around? My eyes heated up as tears began to stream down my face. Hesitantly, I raised my arms. Is this really alright? Is it really okay for me to stay by... Is it really okay to be this selfish? Without saying a word, Martha nodded. I lifted my arms higher and slowly wrapped them around Martha's torso. By the time I realized what I was doing, I had put as much strength as I could muster into my arms, returning Martha's embrace with every fibre of my being. Yes, Martha, yes! Please stay with me! Never leave me alone again! I wouldn't even dream of it. So long as I draw breath, I shall never let another one of my friends die. Especially not you, Ada. I will always be beside you. You have my word. The waterworks! Who turned them on? I'm glad it was a happy one though. Oh, well, is there extras? Is there an extra? I wanna know what happens afterwards. That was so freaking sweet. I'm glad they did stay together. Like, it kind of did feel like that the people might actually make them separate. I'm just like, no, don't be douchebags. No, 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 stop, please. And it's just like, yes, together, yes. And I couldn't tell, like, in the end, Martha was asking if, like, she was, and it was like, come on. It's like, I don't get it, just do it. But they hugged, so it's close enough, I'll take it. Oh, God. Man, I wish I went through an adventure like that. I wish I could find someone like that. Fucking Ada and her bravery. Coming back, that was the best thing. You know she was gonna come back or something was gonna happen so Martha wouldn't die.